It's that time of year for a back to school mani, so I've got two different versions here for you today. We're going to start out with this pencil and notepad mani first. The polishes I've used are pictured here, there's a lot of them, and I'll list them below for you in the description as well. We're going to start first with the notebook page, and this is in both of the designs, so I have a white base and I'm using a light blue polish to create some thin stripes. You can use tape if you would rather have cleaner lines, but for a design like this, I'm happy to just do it freehand. Now I noticed my nails started to go on a bit of an angle, so if you can tell there that fourth white block down, I just touched it up with the white. To finish off the notebook, you're going to use a pink or a red polish and add a vertical line down the side of your nail. Moving on to the pencil nail, you'll see I've placed a piece of Scotch tape on my nail about halfway up, and I'm painting the base, the cuticle end of my nail with my yellow polish. I remove that tape while the polish is still wet. Moving on to my pink polish now that's going to form the eraser, I just paint the tip of my nail and I just freehand that. When that yellow polish is dried, I use my striper brush again and my lighter shade of yellow polish, and I add two vertical lines. I now fill in that space in between those two colors with my silver polish. Depending on your polish, you may need to do one or two coats. I then take my striper brush again and my darker gray polish, and I just outline either side of that silver polish, and I also add some small dots in the center of those two lines. So once your pencils are done, you're going to let those dry. I've applied a top coat that's glossy to the yellow and silver area and a matte top coat to the eraser area. So switching back to the note paper nail, I've applied a matte top coat to that, and now that that's dry, I'm taking my thin art brush again, and this time a red polish, and I'm just adding some doodles. So I do an A+ here on my middle nail. On my pinky, I decided to add a heart, and on my thumb I added some numbers. I allow that to dry, and I'm done. I hope you like this design. We're going to move on to the second design, which is a little bit more advanced. It's this school bus design. I do break it down, so hopefully you'll enjoy this one as well. Lots of polishes again, and I'll list those below in the description. I've applied a yellow polish to my nail, and I've allowed that to dry fully before I start adding in all my pieces for the school bus. So I start off by adding the bumper, and I'm just using a black polish, and I paint just the tip of my nail. You can mostly follow along what I'm doing. I'm just adding in some rectangular shapes with that same thin art brush and my black polish. So the best advice I can give you for a design like this is just to take your time and not worry about it being perfect. You can see I just kind of went outside the lines here, but I just go back with my yellow polish and touch that up. Now the yellow won't cover that black in the first go, but I do go back and add some more yellow to that. Next up, we should be adding the word school bus here, but there's no way I could fit all that in, so I'm just going to add the word bus with my thin art brush. I wanted to outline the door on the bus. I thought about doing a gray, but I thought it might be better to just highlight that with the lighter yellow shade. So I find this is now really coming to life. I switch over and I'm adding my dots to replicate the lights on the bus, and just love how it's coming together. I add a big red dot in the center of the door just to kind of represent that stop sign, and some silver to the windows just to give it a little bit of a reflection. Moving on to the road nail, I've applied a black polish, and I'm adding my road stripes in white first. You can leave them white, I wanted them yellow, but I apply the white first so that the yellow shows up. Again, the road stripes are up to you. You could add them in the center of your nail, which would look great. I wanted mine off to the side a little bit just to coordinate with that note paper nail. And that's it. I apply a matte top coat to everything, and I'm done. I hope you like these two tutorials. Please leave me a comment below and let me know which one you preferred, and thumbs up are always appreciated.